Alright guys, if you're waiting on a tank, here she is. Nifty Thrifty Girl. This is a Kenmore 1752. It's the typical 1.2 amp boat anchor. I mean, it's literally 30 plus pounds just as it sits. I can't wait, till we find these because they are such wonderful workhorses. This one is pretty much in mint condition. I mean, there's not a paint ding. Well, there's a few very minor ones over here on this edge, but, on the surface, there's not a paint ding or scratch to be found. It's very, very smooth, lots of reflection. It looks like it just came out of the factory today, not 30, 40 years ago. It has a couple of built-in stitches. This is not your typical straight stitch, and then you have to add the cams. This one actually has straight zigzag, blind, and multi-point built in, and it uses the cams in the top. It is double needle capable, low shank, which is cool. It's not the super high shank. Class 15 bobbin, 15 by 1 needles, feed dog drop, power, light, bobbin winder on the top. Original manual included in tip-top shape. Accessory box included on top is a buttonholer. It's missing the eyelet, 5/16 eyelet template. I'll see if I can have one. I have one. I haven't found one yet. So as of right now, it is missing that. But as you can see, all the parts are even still in the plastic. And the instructions are actually right on the lid for this model. And under that is what I like to call the book of cams. And it has 13 cams included, both stretch and regular. It even still has the original samples that were with it in the store. It has straight stitch foot, a funky zipper foot that I put in there, screwdrivers, bobbins, and needles, including a double. So I'm going to sew with it for you. I'm going to go ahead and get a cam out because I'm going to sew with a cam. I mean, the cams are even in, looks like new shape instead of 30 or 40 years old. So it comes with everything you need, and if you have heavy-duty projects, this machine is awesome. I'm using the quarters, show you the under the foot, 6 quarters under the foot with a little room to spare. Now that doesn't mean that it's going to sew something that thick, but if you have something that you're sewing that you need to get up under the foot, I mean, if you've sewn before, you know it could be a struggle, so it's very, very nice to have that lift that allows you to get it up under the foot. Now this is denim, real denim, so it's two pieces. I'm going to fold them. So there's 2, 4, 6 layers of denim. And as you can see, what I mean by the lift, just getting it right up under there like that. And it just makes it so nice. So we're going to stick it over here, and I'm going to go ahead and sew the denim while it's under the foot. Make sure the needle's nice and tight. We're not going to fly, because even though I have confidence in this machine, it's really silly to fly when you're doing something really thick, because you don't want the machine to get off kilter. So even though, it's going to handle it, I'm not going to fly through it. And there's 6 layers of denim. Without any hesitation whatsoever. And just like all of our machines, this machine, I'll see it got messed up there for a minute, but then it straightened itself out, which is cool. Like all of our machines, this is serviced and ready to go out of the box. Now, it is the typical square 17-inch deck, so you'll have to put it in the Kenmore cabinet or carrying case if you don't want to use it on the tabletop. As you can see, it works fine on the tabletop, but it will not fit in a Singer case because these Kenmore decks are bigger and they're square. So I'm going to put in just a regular fabric sample, And we're going to go over here to multi-point zigzag. And I'm going to just pulling in the length a little bit. Oh, duh. Got to widen it out. There's your triple point zigzag. Go over here. You always want it on straight before you turn. You have to have the width on straight before you turn your stitch selector. If not, it locks up. And that's what it's supposed to do. There's a zigzag. Nice smooth machine ready to go. Now I'm going to put a stretch cam in so you can see it work stretch. The stretch are the double stacks. And when you open the door, the arm pulls back. Pop it on. Straight, cam setting, width. And then you can make it as wide or as long or short as you want. But the stretch patterns, you want them to stretch out. And if not, you've got your adjustment. There's a dial back here on the back that adjusts your stretch patterns on the cams. That makes them tighter or looser. And I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to bring it in and tighten it up a little bit. There we go. This is like what I call the ocean wave. Loosen it up a little bit. See the fabric going up and back. See, there's where I started. Tightened it up a little. Loosen it back out. And that's what the dial back here on the back side does. It adjusts in your stitches. So that is the tank of a machine, Kenmore 1752, with built-in stitches and cams.